Hello. Today I am starting new chapter, Principle of Mathematical Indexing. First of all, we have to understand what is the meaning of this topic, Principle of Mathematical Indexing. Here is a principle, that means it's a theory of mathematical indexing. What is the meaning of indexing? Actually, this is the term in a methodology. One is inductive and second is deductive. Inductive, induction, which is derived from induct. Okay. So induct, what is the meaning of it? We'll understand this induction with a one beautiful example. Like suppose I am writing three statements one by one. Number one, 6 is divisible by 2. Number two, number two, 2 divides each even number. Okay, 2 divides each even number. Okay, statement number 3 will study up statement number 1. 6 is divisible by 2. Second is 2 divides each even number. Okay, so when we combine both the statements and when we draw one conclusion, then the conclusion is 6 is an even number. Am I right? 6 is an even number. Okay, 6 is a divisible by 2. 6 is divisible by 2. This is a very particular case. 6 is divisible by 2. Okay, 2 divides each even number. The third statement you can see 6 is an even number. Okay, so that is a particular case and that is a general term. This is the generalization that 6 is an even number, right? On the basis of these two statements. Okay, so what does it mean? Induction is from particular case to the general case. Okay, we are taking one particular example and after that we conclude about the general meaning of that term. Okay, and I can say that just we generalize the term. Generalize, what does it mean? It is for all. Generalize means it is a formula. Okay, so that is called the principle of mathematical indexing. Let us take one example. I hope with that example you will understand it, this concept clearly. Suppose on a plane surface, a rectangular thin tiles are placed in such a manner like that. These tiles are placed like that. Okay, these are thin tiles placed one by one. Okay, condition is from left to right, one tile falls on other. Condition is somebody pushed it or whatever it is, one tile falls on others. Okay, then what happens? What would be the condition? What we feel that I think each and every tile will fallen down. Okay, but for make sure that each and every tiles which are placed here all have fallen down, for making sure this condition, what should be done? We can do one thing. Suppose this is the numbering of the tiles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to so on. I will discuss about this kth tile. The number of this tile is k, and next one is k plus 1. Okay, so first case is one tile falls on other. Okay, one tile falls on others. It's okay. Then what happens? Every tile will fall down. We want to check that each and every tile will fall down. So for that, what should be done? Suppose I want to check whether this kth tile falls, yes or no. Okay, so for checking this k, we will check the k plus 1th tile, whether it has fallen down, yes or no. If it has fallen down, that means it is confirmed that the kth tile is fallen down. It's okay. So what does it mean? First condition is one tile falls on others, and second, if any tile falls, that means its successor tile necessarily fails. Is it okay? This is principle of mathematical indexing and we have to use this methodology. Actually, the statement is that, so statement, when we are using the statement, so a statement will be number 1, any equation or any formula is given, left hand side and right hand side term is given, so we'll check it. It is true for n is equal to 1. It is true for n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1, what does it mean? Sum of first terms, for sum of terms or number of terms, whatever it is, it depends on the question. N is equal to 1, that means P of 1. This is the meaning of n is equal to 1. Second one, it is true for k if it is true for k plus 1. If it is true for k plus 1. Okay. So that means we are going to check it. Two conditions. Number 1, it is true for p is equal n is equal to 1. Second, it is true for n is equal to k. Pk, what does it mean? N is equal to k. If it is true for n is equal to k, what does it mean? It's true for n is equal to k plus 1. So sure, right? Now let us take one mathematical example. Mathematical example is taken like that. Suppose 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n is equal to n plus 1 by 2. What is it? Natural number, sum of n terms of n natural number is equal to n plus 1 by 2. This is a formula which we are using it. Okay. We want to check, and by the principle of mathematical induction, we want to prove that whether the left hand side is equal to right hand side term for each and every natural number. Yes or no. Okay. So for checking procedure, as I told you, first for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1, what does it mean? On the left hand side, 1 is here, so here you are not going to put 1. N is equal to 1, that means sum of first term or sum of 1 terms. That is 1. Or P of 1. Okay. So for checking this, what should be done? This is 1. And here we can put in place of n. So it is 1 plus 1 upon 2. So 2 upon 2, that is 1. 1 is equal to 1. For n is equal to 2 or P of 2. N is equal to 2. Sum of first two terms. Sum of first two terms. 1 plus 2, 3 is equal to, here we'll put 2. 2 plus 1 upon 2. So 2 into 3 upon 2, that is 3 is equal to 3. For n is equal to 3 or P of 3. 1, 2, 3 terms we are taking, 3 to 5 and 6 is equal to 3 plus 1 upon 2. So 3 into 4 upon 2, 6. 6 is equal to 6. So what does it mean? It's true for 1, 2, 3 all. But actually this is the set of natural number, and you know that the set of natural number having infinite terms in that. Okay. So it's difficult, it's impossible for us to check each and every number. It is not possible because the numbers are infinite. So what should be done? We'll use the term as like the tiles falling on others. For if n pk is true, then pk plus 1 is true. Okay. So let us take for n is equal to k or p of k. So when we are going to check it, p of k, what does it mean? Anywhere it may be k be any k be any integer, any natural number. Here we are dealing only in natural numbers, okay? Because these are the sequence and they are coming always in the form of natural number. So pk, what does it mean? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k is equal to the right hand side k plus 1 by 2. It is okay. Yeah. Then pk plus 1. For taking pk plus 1, what should be done? Here I can write here pk plus 1. That means sum of k plus 1 terms. So when we extend this term, what happens? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k plus 1. Am I right? Because it is going up to k plus 1 term. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to k, what is the value of this term? K plus 1 by 2 and plus it is k plus 1. Okay. K plus 1 common, it is k by 2 plus 1. So k plus 1 LCM k plus 2 upon 2. What is coming this? K plus 1, k plus 2 upon 2. Okay. So it is true for k plus 1. You can put here in place of a k plus 1. Say k plus 1, k plus 1 plus 1, k plus 2 upon 2. So what does it mean? Hence it is true for all natural numbers. Okay. So that is the procedure. First we'll have to check for 1, p of 1. Second, if p of k, then it must be true that p of k plus 1. Okay. And we can conclude that this is the formula which is true for each and every natural number. I hope you have understood it. Okay. So here when I write here p of 1, that means we are talking about first term. P of 2, that means talking about sum of two terms, because the terms are given in the form of sum. Okay. So that is the example and the working rule. What are the working rule? It is true for n is equal to 1. It is true for n is equal to k. Then n is equal to k plus 1. Is it okay? So this is the method of principle of mathematical induction. We can verify most of the formulae. Okay. Exercise 4.1 I am taking. Question number 1. Prove the following by using the principle of mathematical induction for all n belongs to n. 1 plus 3 square n plus dash dash 3 to the power n minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power n minus 1 upon 2. Okay. Prove the following using principle of mathematical induction. Right. How to prove it? For n is equal to 1. For every n belongs to n. This n is always set of natural number. N is equal to 1. That means we are going to check P of 1. P of 1. What does it mean? P of 1, that is the first term 1, is equal to here 3 to the power 1 minus 1 upon 2. 3 minus 1 upon 2, that is 1. So 1 is equal to 1. Okay. It is true for P of 1. Okay. Now for P of k. For P of k, if it is true for P of k, what does it mean? It must be true for P of k plus 1. P of k. So 1 plus 3 square plus 3 to the power k minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power k minus 1 upon 2. What happened? In place of k I have put, in place of n I have put k. So this is k belongs to, it is also set of natural number. Now, for P of k plus 1. For P of k plus 1, it doesn't mean that directly you can put k plus 1. In this sequence, sum of k plus 1 term, this is the meaning. Procisional term at sum of k plus 1 term. So 1 plus 3 square plus 3 to the power k minus 1 plus 3 to the power k plus 1 minus 1. Am I right? This is up to the kth term and next term is k plus 1th term. So that means it is 1 plus 3 plus up to this term. Bracket plus 3 to the power k. In place of that, what should I write here? 3 to the power k minus 1 upon 2 plus 3 to the power k. Okay. When we solve it, LCM 2, 3 to the power k, 3 to the power k minus 1 upon 2. This is okay. So 3 to the power k plus minus 1 plus it is plus 2 into 3 to the power k. Loss of exponent 2 into 3 to the power k and 1 into 3 to the power k. 3 to the power k common, 1 plus 2 it is 3. So may I write here 3 into 3 to the power k. Okay. minus 1 upon 2. And what does it mean? If the bases are same, then the power will be added. So k plus 1 minus 1 upon 2, which is true. You can put here n is equal to k plus 1, then what is the 3 to the power k plus 1 minus 1 upon 2, 3 to the power k plus 1 minus 1 upon 2. Okay, so lastly, how to conclude it? Hence, it is true for all n belongs to n. Okay, so this relation is true for all natural numbers. That means you can put any term here. Like any term, it doesn't mean, suppose we are going to find the sum of 10 terms. Okay, so sum of 10 terms is equal to 1 plus 3 square up to 10 terms is equal to 3 to the power 10 minus 1 upon 2. That would be the answer. Okay, so that is the basic concept of this is, whatever if you want to check it up to here, so what we are going to do it, like I have given a very good and simple example for that. Suppose we want to check whether the kth tile is fallen down, yes or no. For that, I think we will check it, the k plus 1th position is what? It has fallen down, yes or no. If it has fallen down, what does it mean? Its preceding is definitely fallen down. Okay, so that is the procedure for each and every questions. So now by using this pattern, now we have to solve questions. Now let us take another question. I am taking question number 3. 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dash dash 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n is equal to 2n upon n plus 1 is equal to 2n upon n plus 1. Okay, this is the series. We are going to check it. Okay, whether the series is true for all natural number, yes or no, using mathematical induction. For n is equal to 1, for n is equal to 1, what happens here? P of 1, check it, first term 1, last term 2 to the 2 1, and it is 1 plus 1. So 2 1 is 2 upon 2, that is 1. For n is equal to k. For n is equal to k, what is coming here? 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k is equal to 2k upon k plus 1. Okay, right? Now, for n is equal to k plus 1. Now for n is equal to k plus 1. So put the value. For n is equal to k, that means it is for, this is for p1, second for pk, and third for pk plus 1. So for pk plus 1, 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k, and plus, what is the next term? 1 upon 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k plus 1. Okay, from here to here, what is this? The value of this term is 2k upon k plus 1 plus 1 upon, what should I write this term? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k plus 1. Sum of n natural number n plus 1 by 2. See, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to n is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Okay. So if that series goes up to k plus 1, then what should I write here? k plus 1 into k plus 2 upon 2. Is it okay? So may I write here k plus 1 into k plus 2 upon 2. Okay. So in the next step, 2k upon k plus 1 plus 2 upon k plus 1 into k plus 2. K plus 1 and k plus 2, the LCM of that term is k plus 1, k plus 2. K plus 1 cancel, it is 2k multiplied by k plus 2 plus 2 multiplied by k plus 1, k plus 2 both cancel. Okay. So that means it is coming 2 common. We want to create here 2k plus 1 upon k plus 2. It's okay. Here I will take 2 common. Then the term is k plus 2 plus 1. Okay. 2 common, k plus 2 plus 1. Upon k plus 1 and k plus 2. Now what happens? This is k square plus 2k plus 1 upon k plus 1, k plus 2. K square plus 2k plus 1, k plus 1 whole square. So may I write here after this term 2 k plus 1 whole square upon k plus 1, k plus 2. 1 k plus 1 cancel, 2 k plus 1 upon k plus 2. Okay. And you can see when I put here n is equal to k plus 1, what is the result? 2k plus 1 upon k plus 1 plus 1 k plus 2. 2k plus 1 upon k plus 2. So what to write here at the last line? It is true for all n belongs to n. Okay. So this is the procedure of it. And now one is question number, I will take this number 5, question number 5. Okay. Fifth question is 1 into 3 plus 2 into 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 cube and plus n into 3 to the power, I think n, 3 to the power n, yes, is equal to 2n minus 1, is equal to 2n minus 1, 3 to the power n plus 1, 3 to the power n plus 1 upon 3 to the power n plus 1 plus 3 and upon 4. Okay, that is a question. 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square plus 3 into 3 cube plus dash and last term n dot 3 to the power n is equal to 2n minus 1 into 3 to the power n plus 1 plus 3 upon 4. Okay. We want to check it. For n is equal to 1, let us check first. For n is equal to 1, P of 1. 1 into 3 is equal to 2 in place of n, it is 1 minus 1. 3 to the power 1 plus 1 plus 3 upon 4. Let us see 1 3 ja 3 is coming, yes or no? 2 1 ja 2 minus 1, it is 1 multiplied by 1, 3 to the power 2. So 3 to the power 2, that is 3 3 ja 9 plus 3, 12, 4. So 12 upon 4, it is coming 3. 3 is equal to 3. It's a true for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to k, So we are finding P of k. So it is coming 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 square and plus n into 3 to the power n is equal to, sorry, we are finding up to k. So k into 3 to the power k is equal to 2k minus 1 into 3 to the power k plus 1 plus 3 upon 4. Okay. For n is equal to k plus 1, that means P of k plus 1. Now let us check for k plus 1. 1, 3, 3 square, k into 3 to the power k plus, what is the next term of it? K plus 1 into 3 to the power k plus 1. Okay. From here to here, up to here, what to write here? 2k minus 1 to the power into 3 to the power k plus 1 plus 3 upon 4 plus k plus 1 into 3 to the power k plus 1. Okay. Here upon 1, the LCM of 1 and 4, that is 4. Here 2k minus 1 into 3 to the power k plus 1 plus 3. What should be written here? 4 multiplied by this term, so it is plus 3. This is the term over here, plus 4 k plus 1 into 3 to the power k plus 1. It's okay. 4 k plus 1 into 3 to the power k plus 1. Now what should be done? You can check here, there are terms. 3 to the power k plus 1 I can take common. So I am taking 3 to the power k plus 1 common. And when I take 3 to the power k plus 1 common, then what is left here? 2k minus 1 plus 4k plus 4. Is it okay? And this plus 3 upon 4. Got it? And we want to create the term n is equal to k plus 1. What does it mean? 2k plus 2 minus 1. 2k plus 1, 3 to the power k plus 2 plus 3. Okay? Right. 3 to the power k plus 1, 2k plus 4k, 6k plus 3 upon 4 and plus 3. Got it? Now the next term is, here we want to take 3 common. So it is coming 3 into 3 to the power k plus 1. In bracket, it is 2k plus 1 plus 3 upon 4. And finally 3 to the power k plus 1 and 3 to the power 1. 3 to the power k plus 2. So I write here 3 to the power k plus 2 into 2k plus 4 plus 3 upon 4. You can check it. 3 to the power k plus 2, 2k plus 4. What is coming? Sorry, what I have written here, 2k plus 1. This is 2k plus 1. So 2k plus 1 plus 3 upon 4 plus 3 upon 4. What does it mean? It's true for every n belongs to n. Okay. So that is question number 5. One more question I am taking from this exercise. I think here each and every question of the same type question. Let us take question number 11. 11 question I am taking from it. 1 upon 1 into 2 into 3 plus 1 upon 2 into 3 into 4 and plus n plus 1 n plus 2 n plus 1 n plus 2 is equal to n plus 3 n plus 3 upon 4 n plus 1 n plus 2. Okay. Exactly same procedure will be done, nothing special in it. For n is equal to 1, we'll put 1 upon 1 into 2 into 3 is equal to, let us see, it is 1 plus 3 upon, it is 4 or n, 4, 1 plus 1 2 and it is 1 plus 2 3. So 3 1 4 upon 4 into 2 into 3, 4 cancel, 1 upon 6, it is 1 upon 6. True. For n is equal to k, 1 upon 1 into 2 into 3 plus 1 upon 2 into 3 into 4 and plus 1 upon k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 is equal to k plus 3 upon 4 k plus 1 k plus 2. Okay, k plus 2. For n is equal to k plus 1. Okay, now we are going to check for n is equal to, it's true for n is equal to k plus 1. N is equal to k plus 1. 1 upon 1 into 2 into 3 plus 1 upon 2 3 4 plus 1 upon k plus 1 k plus 2 and plus next term is k plus 1 k plus 2 and this is k plus 3. Okay, because here p of n, that means it is pk plus 1, sum of k plus 1 term extended up to here. So from here to here I can use the term k plus 3 upon 4 k plus 1 k plus 2 plus 1 upon k plus 1 k plus 2 and k plus 3. LCM 4 k plus 1 k plus 2 k plus 3. 4 k plus 1 k plus 2, 1 k plus 3 is left, so I write here k plus 3 whole square plus k plus 1 k plus 2 k plus 3, it is coming here 4. Okay, now because on the numerator we want k plus 1 k plus 4, what we want, k plus 1 k plus 4. Okay, so here k and this is k plus 1 k plus 2 k plus 3, yes, whole square is coming here. So k square plus 6k plus 9 k square plus 6k plus 9 plus 4 upon 4 k plus 1 k plus 2 and k plus 3. Okay, and we want here k plus 1 k plus 4 only, and on denominator k plus 2 k plus 3 k plus 1 we don't want k plus 1. Okay, next step, if you multiply it inside, then what is coming, this is k cube plus 6k square plus 9k and plus 4 upon 4 k plus 1 k plus 2 and k plus 3. This is cubic polynomial. And how to solve the cubic polynomial? See, let me first, I am simplifying this cubic polynomial. K cube plus 6k square plus 9k and plus 4. Okay, if I'll put here, or we can split it, 4 is here, this 9 can be written 4 plus 5, it can be written 1 plus 5, like k cube plus 1k square plus 5k square This 6 I have written 1k square plus 5k square, plus 9 written 5k plus 4k and plus 4. From first two term k square common, it is k plus 1. 5k common, k plus 1, and plus 4 common, it is k plus 1. K plus 1 is common, k square plus 5k plus 4. K plus 1, splitting the middle term, 4 1 ja 4, k square plus 4k plus k plus 4. So k plus 1, k common, k plus 4 plus 1 common, k plus 4. So that means finally three factors, k plus 1, k plus 1 and k plus 4. Okay. So what does it mean? This term can be written in the form of k plus 1, k plus 1 and k plus 4. Okay. Upon 4, k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3. K plus 1 cancel. And now what is left? K plus 1, k plus 4. K plus 1, k plus 4. In place of n, k plus 1, k plus 1, k plus 4. Upon 4, k plus 2 and k plus 3. K plus 2 and k plus 3. Therefore, it is true for all n belongs to n. This have you understood? This procedure, it's a cubic polynomial, how to solve it? There are total 4 terms and I have converted it to the 6 terms. 6 terms, 4 remains as it is. This 9 is written 5k plus 4k. 6 is written 1k plus 5k. From the first two term k square common, from middle two term 5k common, last two term 4 common. K plus 1 is a factor, k square plus 5k plus 4 left. Solve by completing the solve by splitting the middle term, 4 1 ja 4. So k square plus 4k plus 1k plus 4. K common, k plus 4 plus 1 common, k plus 4. So one factor k plus 4, one is k plus 1 and already one k plus 1 here. So there are three factors, k plus 1, k plus 1 and k plus 4. Okay. So it is true for all natural numbers. Let us discuss with one more question from this exercise. And now I am taking here, the question is, yes, one is prove that sum of n terms of an GP. Sum of n terms of a GP. We are going to prove it. Like question number 12. Series is given A plus AR plus AR square AR to the power n minus 1. Do you remember what is it? It is sum of n terms of GP, geometrical progression, is equal to A r to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1. This we are going to prove it. Okay. For n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1. So first term is, of course, when I put here, first term is nothing here, so it is A is equal to, here I can put 1. A r to the power 1 minus 1 upon r minus 1 cancel is equal to A. It's true for n is equal to k. A plus AR square plus AR to the power k minus 1 is equal to A r to the power k minus 1 upon r minus 1. True up to here. For n is equal to k plus 1. So for n is equal to k plus 1, A plus AR square plus AR to the power k minus 1, and what is the next term? AR to the power, in place of k I can put here k plus 1 minus 1 cancel, 1 k is left. This term up to here I can write direct the value A r to the power k minus 1 upon r minus 1 plus A r to the power k upon 1, taking LCM, r minus 1. This is A r to the power k minus 1 plus A r to the power k and r minus 1. Okay, and now because we want to prove that a r to the power k plus 1 simply, so multiplied inside a r to the power k minus a plus a r to the power k plus 1. Okay, r to the power k into r to the power r to the power k plus 1 plus, sorry, plus minus minus a r to the power k upon r minus 1. Okay, now I'll collect the like terms, r taking some common terms if any. A is common from all. Here is r to the power k minus 1 plus r to the power k plus 1, and it is minus r to the power k upon r minus 1. Okay, we can do one thing, yes, r to the power k minus 1, because r to the power k plus 1 we want, so no problem. R to the power k minus 1 is keeping here and one term is here. Then what happens, see a outside here. By the way, r to the power k and minus r to the power k, simply same terms are there, opposite signs, so we can cancel them, and it is coming r to the power k plus 1 minus 1 upon r minus 1. Okay, and you can check it, this is a r to the power k plus 1 minus 1 upon r minus 1. Hence it is true for all n belongs to n. Okay, so that's all. In my next lecture we'll have to discuss some other questions of this exercise. Okay, till then, bye and thanks for watching.